Hello and welcome to another video by the Backup Chargers. Today we're doing a little bit of an off-schedule thing, and I'm going to be talking about the newest information we have coming out of Ascent Boston at the end of the little speech they give out at the end, the keynotes. So a lot of stuff just got revealed. Nothing too crazy, but we do have some cool information about the game right now. So first of all, we do have dates for all the Ascents this year now. So we know New Niagara, Auckland, Akihabara, etc. We know Manila, London, LA, and Vegas, which I'm going to be going to Vegas, might be going to LA, might see you there, which would be cool. But now we know that information, which is pretty nice. It's good to have that ahead of time. That's always a nice little thing to do. More importantly, we now know Phantom Monarchs is releasing December 5th. Now, we got a little bit of cool art coming with this. We can see what looks like Alice, I believe, with some kind of, I don't know if you can really make this out, but it looks like some kind of sword symbol with an eye. I'm assuming that has something to do with Merlin. Just with everything else we have currently in the set, could be a different character. But it's pretty interesting to see that. Definitely some kind of corrupted Alice, like a lot of people were speculating on. Next, we got some artwork for 4 cards in this set. So, a lot of cool stuff here. It looks like this is Alice with some kind of chess man. So we might finally get some cool stuff with that. The art to the right is definitely some kind of win card, that's for sure. Might be chessman related, because this, if I were to guess, this is some kind of king character, whereas this might be a pawn or such, possibly knight. See how that is. Up here we have, I'm looking over this right now, first time as we speak, had a quick glance. This looks like we might be getting some more specters here. This definitely is spooky. Some kind of water specter thing they have going on, especially with the chains. I noticed the chains are a pretty common motif here. And of course, this is 100% new Cruxite art, which is really sick. When I first saw this, when someone showed that to me, I was like, oh, well, I guess Rico deck is confirmed at this point. And yes, it got confirmed. We now have Memorite Vassal Merlin, which is sick. So we have a new Merlin. And along with that, we have another new Merlin. So this looks like we have a Merlin 1, going by the symbol here. We have a Merlin 3, Brilliant Vestige, which is really sick. And we now have this, Merlin Recollection, Brilliant Vestige. We also have news product sheet is available tonight. Got a lot of cool stuff with that. The number of packs per box in Phantom Monarchs is going from 20 to 24. MSRP is raising from 90 to 108. Which, if you're paying attention, is basically the exact same as the odd number sets, the quote-unquote main sets. So this change is fine. We were expecting some kind of price hike just with tariffs and such and everything else. But I'm personally really happy about the 24 packs per box, because it means I personally like getting 2 cases of a set is a really nice sweet spot as long as I can afford it. So getting a little bit more packs out of those boxes is going to be very nice. The full set premiere of Phantom Monarchs is going to be at Akihabara. And what I'm pretty sure is going on from what I heard is essentially it's going to be just like they did revealing MRC, where people will be opening packs and putting the cards onto a spoiler wall for everyone to see. So we'll be able to find out every card in Phantom Monarchs during Akihabara. I might be saying that completely wrong, by the way. Don't come at me if I am. Next, new ban list. Category 1, this is the banned category. Nothing changed. And immediately into Category 2 is Riley Abyss. That's pretty big. I was expecting something like this. In my opinion, it doesn't really make sense to ban the card this fast. It is very strong. It's very consistent. The big thing is I don't know if it's really worth banning yet. We'll see how it goes. They did add another little tool to the format to help us out with it, so we'll see if that helps balance things at all. Right now, Ascent Boston is mostly dominated by Spectres. Earlier, before this Ascent, it was a little hard to tell. Still early in the season, people still trying to get their cards. But right now, it is Rally Abyss at 2. In Category 2. And depending on how it goes, it may get banned. I suspect it will eventually end up there. But we'll see. And Category 3, no changes. It's really just Rally Abyss people are worried about. It's doing a lot of hard work. And a temporary addition to Proxia's Vault. This one's pretty cool. This is basically a card that's going to be in Phantom Monarchs that until it comes out, they figured the format needs another tool. This is going a little bit worse than we thought it would. So here's this card, Purifying Thurible. This is basically, if you're in Wind and you're playing Backup Charger or Tengu, you're playing this instead. Because it's 0 cost, pay X, banish it, target opponent banishes X cards from their grave. If X is 3 or greater, draw a card into your memory. This is Backup Charger, but extra utility to also be a Cleansing Reunion. Which is absolutely great. That's very good. So you'll be able to do a lot of work with this. That's it for these little changes here. One other thing I did forget to mention is the Merlin Rico deck is going to be Crux Assassin specifically. So getting Crux Assassin means I don't even know what it means. There's going to be a lot of crazy stuff. It's going to be really interesting. Next, let's look at that product sheet. Okay, so this is the product sheet for Phantom Monarchs. We're looking at the product sheet itself. The very first thing we see is that Alice artwork in much higher clarity. I don't really notice any other big details about this other than it's much more apparent of the spooky little specter things coming out, so I really want to see what the lore is with that. So I just skipped ahead in the video post-editing. I was kind of just reading this for a little while. I highly recommend you go and check out the product sheet. There's a lot of cool stuff you might be able to kind of infer from this, like we might be getting some the Lost, so it might get some cool distortion allies possibly. There's stuff about Queen of Hearts, some cool little things. We might be getting, I'm hoping, a unique ally called the Jabberwock. I know I love the Shudderwock in Hearthstone, so give me something similar. And then Vorpal Sword, pretty sure is going to be the Divine Relic of the set. See how that goes, but definitely read this yourself. There's some cool information reading this. The Merlin Rico is going to be the same as every other Recollection deck. This is maintaining the same MSRP, which is really nice. And, oh, this is actually new. This has 2 10-sided dice in here. That's interesting. The rest haven't come with dice. So there might be some interesting counters with Merlin. Unless they're literally for the 2 things we expect, since this is going to be Assassin. So if it is Assassin with the prep counters and then the level counters of the other D10 possibly, that could be really cool. Either way, it's cool that it comes with some D10s. I'm definitely going to be using those for sure. And then we got the first edition box here. 199 cards in the set. 8 card packs, 24 packs, just like we saw in the little screenshot there. More stuff about the Vorpal Sword. That's, there has to be just the Divine Relic is the Vorpal Sword. And focusing on Assassin and Cleric. Oh my god, Cleric's going to get another buff. That's crazy. Cleric just seems to get all the love the last few sets here. The launch kit, demo deck. Just some little boilerplate here. Yeah, so this looks really sick. I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about all the news that came out. I'm happy that we got at least acknowledgement about Rally of the Abyss. I don't expect it to be banned this early. Give it a little bit of time, and I'll try to win some kind of event with it to get them to ban it. I'll help out with that one. But yeah, that seems to be all the news today. This don't really plan on doing too many little news videos, but I like to cover a lot about the game, not just some deck profiles and gameplay. I'm heavily invested into this, just with my time and etc. and financially. But I love talking about the game. So if you like it when I talk about the news for Grand Archive, just let me know. So I might continue to do this. Either way, I'll probably do this every kind of at the end of each Ascent, talk about the keynotes to see what big new info there is. Otherwise, thank y'all for watching and have a good rest of your day.